Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my own bleeding. This is my last resort. Cut my life into pieces. I've reached my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Do you even care if I die bleeding? Would it be wrong, would it be right? If I took my life tonight, chances are that
Yeah, what do you want, clown? What? Wait a minute. I thought you were at Six Flags with your family. You're at the venue. What are you talking about, bro? You're not at the venue. I was told by inside sources that you ran away from the venue screaming, "Larry is the GOAT! Larry is the GOAT!" And that Larry is handsome. I heard you ran away like a pussy, yelling, "New York pizza is better than Chicago." What are you talking about? I got prepped to be here solo, and you're here in the fucking beer garden. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, you got a lot to get off your chest. All right, CM Punk fucking 3.0. You got a lot to get off your chest, all right? What do you got to get off your chest? Huh? Hit the gym, motherfucker. All right, I'll see you over there. Listen, you got, all right. Yeah. Shut your mouth. I'll see you over there. Listen, man, I don't like to be disrupted. Apparently, I'm not alone tonight. Anyway, I got my cold beverage. I don't know what the fuck he's drinking. I don't know what you guys are drinking. But I got one question for you. What the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Is AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for June 21st, 2023. I'm your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Wednesday evenings, wherever you may be. And we already Nick Williams, right out of the gate with a 100. Nick Williams walking through the Forbidden Door tonight with a $100 super chat. Adam Cole and MJF as a tag team makes this interesting. 12 a.m. midnight, I'm drinking Pepsi, ready to play Final Fantasy 16. I played the demo a few days ago. I'm excited to play the full game. Also, Kenta can take his ball and go home. Forbidden Door is going to be a banger. Indeed, it will be, Nick, and I will be on Final Fantasy 16, I think, tomorrow as well. Thank you for your generosity, brother. Always happy to have you in the OTS venue. As I am joined tonight by Mr. Six Flags himself, the legitimate, self-proclaimed, rumored CM Punk hater, the Chi-Town Smark himself. Bro, what is going on, man? What's going on, man? Look, he's got the CM Punk paraphernalia in full swing tonight, man. What's going on, bro?
How you doing, man? How you feel today?
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
You?
Yeah. Yes.
You wanna know what I've been doing all day?
What were you doing, man? You were having thoughts of Larry tonight.
I'm walking around Great America, Six Flags Great America, in Gurney, Illinois, all around the park with kids, mind you. So for those of you saying kayfabe, there was a work, I do have kids, and they're on summer vacation, man, and they expect dad to do cool shit with them. So dad took them to Great America today, man. Got up early this morning, hit the road, took a lunch, did the whole park, man. And then by the time they closed up, we got out of there, got home in time, called up my guy and said, hey, man, I might be able to make this show after all, bro.
Yeah, after I told everybody I was going solo tonight, everybody got excited.
Yeah, and that's why... And that's why I'm here. So here's the thing. I've actually calmed down since I've read all of that and got here. I want to make something abundantly clear that I am two things. I'm here because my guy JD wants me here, and I enjoy being here. I do. And I know there are the many of you that enjoy my presence, but there's always a few that maybe they don't, which is fine. That's fine, bro. I can live with that. My tag
half the people don't even want me here.
Yeah. I can deal with it. Heel Jesse, bro. I don't care. So, but when you post a tweet about how I'm not gonna be here, and then everyone wants to, not everyone, because I'm talking about the few. And I want to make that clear before I go any further. I'm talking about the few, not the many. I know most of you enjoy my presence as I enjoy yours. We interact, we hang out, we shoot the shit. You come to my channel, you guys hang out. I love you all, man. Right now, I'm addressing the few, not the many. So when you reply to a tweet that I am tagged in with things that are insulting and just not kind, I kind of feel like you're saying it exactly to my face because you're not subtweeting it. I'm right there I'm in the thread, bro. So that's cool. That's cool. But here's the thing. If you don't like it, that's tough shit, bro, because guess what? I am here to tell you what I think, not to tell you what you want to hear. All right? If you don't like what I have to say, well, I'm sorry, because the channel you're tuning into is JD's and he enjoys what I have to say. So if you don't, you can get your shit and get the fuck out. I'm talking to the few, not the many. Get your shit and get the fuck out, man. Because I'm gonna be here whether you fucking like it or not. And I'm blocking everyone in that thread that had something to say. And you say something in this chat and I'm blocking you right here too. I'm in that kind of mood. I enjoy myself at Great America, bro. It's gonna be that kind of goddamn show. If you don't like it, fucking leave. But keep your nasty fucking comments to yourself and don't see me in person, dude. I'm not a keyboard warrior. I will kick your fucking ass. Let's do the show, bro.
All right, man. There you go. You got all that off your chest, man. There you go. How's it going, man? How's it going otherwise, man?
Good.
There you
Feel
go.
good.
Feel good, man.
I feel good, man.
There you go.
Woo!
How to put some Red Skies on during that monologue, bro.
Man, boy.
I don't even know why I try anymore.
Bruh, you got something to say about what I think about something. If you think first, and that's another thing. I don't dick ride anyone. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate Punk. I'm sitting here wearing a Punk shirt that I wore to Great America proudly. You know what this is? This is the first dance shirt. Never worn. Never worn. First day wore it today. Kept this shirt for over a year. And I hate him. I don't hate Punk.
Bro, how bad were those lines today, bro? Man, you got this angle.
No lines.
No lines at Six Flags. What the fuck? Where'd you go, man?
Middle of the week, man. You go in the middle of the week, not in the weekends. Now the main attractions, yeah. The main attractions and newer rides, yeah. You got 30 minutes here and there, but I'm used to doing Great America years ago with 1.5 hour, 2 hour lines. Not that today, man. But back to the point. I don't dick ride anyone. All right? I don't. You know what I do? I call it as I see it. I call it as I see it. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate Punk. Let me tell you something, the difference between me and you assholes. The few. If I like you, I like you. If you do something that I don't like it just because I like you. I'm not one of those fucking diehard fucking shills that whatever they do, I like it just because I like them. You do something stupid, I'm gonna call it stupid. And lashing out at the fucking scrum with the owner next to you, bashing the company you came in to help, is stupid. I don't care who you are. I still like Punk. I love Punk.
Everybody thought it was stupid.
I love Punk. I've been here for years with JD. We need Punk. We need Punk. We get Punk. Sweet. We got Punk. Punk did what he did. I don't like it. And everybody calls me a fucking hater. You are fucking stupid. You are an idiot sheep that just riled anyone no matter what ridiculous shit that they do. Have a brain. Think for your fucking self. Just because you like somebody does not mean you got to like every goddamn thing they do. Think for yourself. Start the show, man.
Sheriff Gao sent in the chat. Get him out. I'm out. Jesse hating on everyone unsubbed. I don't need your fucking sub, bro. I'll fucking replace you by fucking 20 at the end of the night. Get out. Get him out. Hold on. Get him out. Get him out.
The few.
Now that is in the books there, now we can talk about Forbidden Door. Dynamite tonight, man. It was a hectic bag tonight. A very hectic bag tonight. At some points, man, I felt like I was watching this show tripping out on acid. I felt like Kurt Cobain on a fucking drug binge watching this show, man. Holy shit. I don't even know where to begin, but there was a lot that went down. There was a lot that was announced. There was a lot that's coming up. Forbidden Door looks like a banger. But first of all, before I get into... round them up, MGM Bowling with a $99.99 super chat. Talk your talk, Jesse. We're glad you're here. Best tag team in the IWC right here. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And brother. I appreciate you, MGM Bowling. I do. And I want to make I want to bookend this with this again. I'm talking to the few, not the many. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate the many, and I see the support. I feel the support. So does JD. That's why I'm here. If most of you hated me, I wouldn't be here. JD's a businessman. He wouldn't fucking have me here. There's the few. So I'm talking to the few, not the many.
CM Punk, bro, he's back. I'm glad he's back. Everybody is kind of divided over CM Punk. He came out tonight, said that he's not even supposed to be here, man. He's a Collision guy. And we got CM Punk about for 5 minutes on tonight's show, and he backed up his guys in FTR and backed up Ricky Starks as they continue their feud with Bullet Club Gold. It looks like more now than it was before that the Gun Club are in the Bullet Club, and they will be aligned with Jay White and Juice Robinson, which I don't mind at all. I think that's a great pairing there. I think that's going to enhance the Gun Club. I think that's a good role for them. I like that they are giving us some continuity coming out of Collision with Punk and the Bullet Club. And then we get CM Punk embroiled in this thing. Everybody's wondering what he's doing at Forbidden Door. He's in the Owen Hart Cup. And CM Punk is in the Owen Hart Cup. And I think it's a less than enthusiastic match that we're getting at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view for CM Punk. I can't really sit here and tell you that I'm excited about his match at Forbidden Door, Jesse, but I'm glad that they actually found a way to include him into the show. And I'm sure whatever he's going to end up whatever he's going to end up doing is going to be very good anyway. And it looks like the Owen Hart Cup getting started at Forbidden Door. It does look a little predictable on paper, which we'll get into the brackets if I can pull them up. But what did you think about Punk's inclusion on tonight's show, where the Elite wasn't really live there in Chicago? They had a pre-tape segment, and then the Owen Hart Cup and CM Punk's inclusion in there in the tournament. What did you think about CM Punk and his Forbidden Door match being announced tonight?
He shouldn't be on the show. I hate Punk.
Yes, we understand that. Yeah, we understand that.
All right, look, man. This was a little out of the blue, doesn't make any sense, kind of forced, and someone like CM Punk deserves better. But they kind of put themselves in this predicament because Punk just came back 10 minutes ago. You know, what could they possibly give us to make us overly interested in with, no time to build it?
Well, apparently it was supposed to be Kenta. And right. There is something going on there with New Japan. From what I understand, is that Kenta has a problem, or there's a little something going on there with Kenta and Rocky Romero, and I think they pulled Kenta from the entire card. So I don't know how true that is, but the reports are saying that Kenta backed out, and Kenta's playing it up that they didn't offer him enough money to wrestle CM Punk. I didn't really care about Kenta and CM Punk to begin with, though it would have made a fine Owen Hart Cup semifinal match or a first round match in the tournament. I was more interested in maybe getting what we should have got last year with CM Punk and Hiroshi Tanahashi, but Tanahashi's tied up with MJF at Forbidden Door. So CM Punk is going up against Satoshi Kojima. I am not familiar, so all you New Japan elitists who find your way over here, I have no fucking clue who Satoshi Kojima is. All I know is that CM Punk is going to advance to the second round. That's all I know. The second round match opposite CM Punk, or the first round match, I should say, that's opposite CM Punk, is Roderick Strong versus Samoa Joe. So that should be a banger. And that should give us a nice black and gold NXT vibe there. But it looks like, Jesse, we're getting CM Punk versus Samoa Joe in the semifinals of the Owen Hart Cup. So it looks like those rumors about him wanting to work with Samoa Joe are coming to fruition. I have no problem with that. That could go either way, but I don't see CM Punk losing so early in his return to AEW. So I'm already penciling in CM Punk in the finals. On the opposite side of this bracket, Dustin Rhodes is going one-on-one with Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs should easily dispatch of Dustin Rhodes there. Don't know why Dustin Rhodes is in the tournament unless he's really retiring this year and Tony Khan gave him a favor. Hey, I'll put you in this tournament if this is your last year. So, there you have it. But I don't really care for someone like Dustin Rhodes to take an opportunity away from somebody else who could really use this as a foundation to build themselves up. Some people may look at me cross-eyed when I say that, but Dustin Rhodes has had how many opportunities like the Owen Hart Cup in his career? Now you're taking that away from somebody that could desperately need or use some TV time and some boost on AEW television. So Hobbs should go to the semifinals. And then opposite that match, it will be Juice Robinson and Ricky Starks. And Juice is a punching bag, so I pretty much am penciling in Ricky Starks against Powerhouse Hobbs in that semifinal match. So then we're looking at Punk, Joe, Hobbs, and Starks. Now, you could go any which way with this. Punk is in the finals as far as I'm concerned. Jesse, if this plays out the way that I had just laid it out for you, who do you opposite CM Punk in this tournament? Is it Ricky Starks or is it Powerhouse Hobbs? Because you can make a case that Ricky Starks and CM Punk would be the better matchup, and it would probably be the preferred match from the fan base. But you look at Powerhouse Hobbs and someone like Powerhouse Hobbs who hasn't really gotten a lot of opportunity. I mean, him in the finals with CM Punk could really go a long way for him, even though I don't think he'd end up winning. So how do you make this tournament out with all eight of these guys involved here?
I think it drastically depends on who's going over. I think it really does, because if I'm thinking about a match between Punk and Hobbs or Punk and Starks, it feels like Punk and Hobbs will be the better match. Again, if Punk is going over, then yeah, I say Punk and Hobbs. I could see Hobbs playing the big man role, getting the beat down on Punk for the most part. Punk having to fight back from behind because he can't out muscle Will Hobbs. So he has to come out with something and use experience to come out and pull the win at the end, and it'll all work out. If Ricky Starks is going over, we got to get Punk out of that tournament somehow, and we got to get him out with whoever his next feud is going to be. So if Punk is not winning, someone's going to come in and cost him that opportunity. Not sure what's going to be, not sure what direction they're going with Punk after this tournament. But I like Will Hobbs and Punk as a one-on-one matchup, though.
This is what I'm doing, and I want to pitch something creatively here to whomever may be listening. This is just my POV on this thing, and if you guys want to chime in the chat, you're obviously more than welcome to. I'm going Punk and Starks. I'm going Punk Starks in the finals of the men's Owen Hart Cup, and I'm actually turning Starks heel, and I'm having Starks join the Bullet Club. I'm having Ricky Starks turn heel and join the Bullet Club, and I have Starks beat CM Punk because he does get the aid and the help from Jay White, and that kind of continues the Jay White CM Punk narrative on AEW television. That's what I'm going with, because the way I look at Ricky Starks, love Ricky Starks. I think very, very, very highly of him, as does Jesse. But I think we can all be real here and say that Tony Khan is not going to really do much outside of what we've seen so far with Ricky Starks as a babyface. Maybe a heel turn would benefit Ricky Starks, change him a little bit, freshen him up a little bit, and then under the tutelage of Jay White and being around somebody like Jay White and having the Bullet Club name behind him, maybe it makes him into a bigger star than we've seen from him already. That's what I'm going with. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm turning Ricky Starks heel and I'm having him join the Bullet Club.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. But don't forget, we're coming off of Ricky Starks, heel run, in his initial run. And he started getting the most over as a babyface.
Yep.
Now, that seemed to have dwindled a little bit to no fault of his own.
Yep.
So if the solution is to turn him back heel again, I mean, are we taking a step back? Because we went from heel to babyface and he got over. And then that was dropped. So now you're trying to get him back over again. So basically, we're starting over from scratch if we turn him heel again.
First of all, there's two comments in the chat, Jesse. I don't mean to cut you off. Number one, this one's coming from, where is it? If I can find it. I just lost it. Somebody says they have to book the Bullet Club better. What are you talking about? I mean, they're feuding with fucking CM Punk. Like, what do you mean they need to book the Bullet Club better? The Bullet Club is just getting started. Jay White is just getting started. They're in the main event with CM Punk, 2 collisions in a row. What else do you guys need from the Bullet Club and from Jay White? I would love to know.
Yeah, right now there is no Bullet Club, technically. It's Jay White and Juice. They just added the Gun Club, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and also that's another thing to look at too. If we're gonna keep adding members, if we're gonna make the Bullet Club that big, then they better be powerful and strong. So if we got the Ass Boys in there, that's not very strong. Jay White, there you go. They've already started using Juice, like you said, as a punching bag. So now they bring in Starks. Starks can be good. So now that basically leaves us Starks and White as the strongest members of the Bullet Club. So maybe adding them wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but they do need to straighten up. They can't bolster the Bullet Club with a bunch of jobbers.
No. Starks not a jobber. I mean, Juice. No. To be honest with you, and to be fair, I wasn't really big on Juice Robinson dating back to his NXT run. I wasn't even big on him then. Then he kind of made himself into a name over in New Japan, and then he started doing the United States run, and now he's with AEW. I didn't really get him when he got here, but I honestly feel like he's found his footing, and he's starting to find his footing. Yes, he does come off as a punching bag, and yes, he does feel like he's the odd guy out who's always going to take the pinfall because you can't pin Jay White and you're not going to pin the Gun Club. But I feel like he's just now getting going, and he's finally starting to really understand who he is in AEW, and I really appreciate that. So, I'm actually growing to very much like Juice and what he brings to the table here as he is complimenting Jay White. I don't know how you think about it, Jesse, but that's the way I see it. I think he's kind of settling into his own.
I've never had a problem with Juice, but he does need to be booked stronger.
Yeah.
He does need to be booked stronger. And if they're legitimately trying to establish a Bullet Club here in AEW, the foundation needs to be solid. And right now it's just Jay White as far as being solid.
I like this Bullet Club formation. If they're going to go with the Bullet Club Gold, you got Jay White who can feud with CM Punk. You got Jay White who could team with Juice to feud with FTR. You got the Gun Club to continue the feud with FTR. Then you'll add Ricky Starks in there. He could feud with CM Punk as well. CM Punk wants to get the younger guys over. I mean, there's a lot of upside here. And I think this is a great starting point for CM Punk on top of whatever else he needs to do or wants to do with that inconspicuous world championship that he held in the red sack on Saturday. I do think that we need to address that elephant in the room at some point when it comes to CM Punk and what he's doing and, the narrative of his promo. But I like this. I think this is great. And I'm going with Ricky Starks as the dark horse here to beat CM Punk and turn heel. I know it's a bold prediction, but I think that would probably benefit Ricky Starks more than it would CM Punk. And CM Punk is fucking bulletproof. If he loses by some nefarious means, it's not going to fucking do anything to him. And somebody said in the chat, well, CM Punk is heel. No, he's not heel. He's a babyface. It's still a wait-and-see game, but right now he is absolutely a babyface.
He's still in Chicago.
Yes.
So until he leaves the city, he's still a babyface.
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring up something here. You mentioned CM Punk losing. That might be important because think back, and you know exactly where I'm going with this as it pertains to CM Punk and beating Bullet Club Gold.
Yeah,
John Cena and Nexus. Nexus never recovered when John Cena buried the whole damn crew by himself.
Same theory. I don't necessarily think it's the same structure, but I get where you're going with that. Yes. The older veteran needs to put over the younger talent. Yes, and
Bullet Club is trying to get Bullet Club is trying to get established right now at its core, and the first thing they do is pretty much get buried and beat by Punk. It's not a good start.
Listen, man, I trust CM Punk when it comes to creativity and what he brings to the table here. I don't think he's here to win world championships. I honestly feel like, and I do think he will win a world championship again when he proves himself to stay healthy.
He still got one in the red bag.
I understand that, but where I'm going with this is, I think he's back primarily to tell stories. I think right now CM Punk is what he is on AEW television. He is going to get the most satisfaction in helping the younger talent and help telling stories. That's where I feel like this is going. I could be wrong, but that's the level of trust I have in CM Punk, and I do think that it starts with Ricky Starks. I do think that he should put over Ricky Starks in the tournament. I know Powerhouse Hobbs is going to get the short end of the stick again, but it's got to be his time sometime.
No, I agree. And dude, Hobbs is heading down the Waterloo path, man.
Listen, I don't know. I think Hobbs is great, but I mean, he's still young enough where we don't need to start fucking building him as a world champion. So that he's got that going for him at least. But we'll see what happens with the men's. That's the men's. Now on to the ladies. This was the big story here. The Owen Hart Cup tournaments were unveiled. Then we'll get into the Forbidden Door stuff. There's a lot of Forbidden Door stuff. Britt Baker's in the tournament. She is defending her crown. Adam Cole is not in the men's tournament, which is, I would have liked the winner from last year to actually be in the tournament again this year to defend this crown, but apparently that's not going to happen. But Britt Baker is in the tournament. She's defending her win from last year. She's in a first-round match against Outcast member Ruby Soho, so they're continuing that. That's a tough one. I don't know how they could go Outcasts to win that. Right, but Britt, I see you shaking your head, Jesse. I think Britt's going to advance to the semifinals for sure. On the opposite end of that bracket, we have Anna Jay versus Sky Blue. So it looks like Britt may be looking at a Sky Blue semifinal match. On the opposite side of the bracket, this is where it gets interesting. Nyla Rose versus Willow Nightingale. I absolutely have Willow penciled in to go to the semifinals. And then we have Athena versus Billy Starks, who I don't really know much about. She's wrestling Athena at Forbidden Door. I'm just happy Athena's on the fucking card. But this is a Forbidden Door match that will take place on Sunday night. Whether or not that's actually on the main show or it's on the pre-show, that remains to be seen. It looks like and sounds like a pre-show match. But we have Athena, the way I have it laid out, Britt, Sky Blue, Willow, and Athena, which would give Britt and Sky Blue the opportunity to wrestle to go to the finals. I would say the way things are shaping up and the way AEW is pushing Sky Blue, I would see Sky Blue in the finals against... And this is a tough one, Jesse. Willow is the New Japan Strong Champion, Women's Champion, and Athena is the ROH Women's Champion. So you're realistically going to have two champions wrestling each other, and one champion will have to lose to advance. Now, why would Tony Khan put Athena and Willow in a match together and then give Willow the win when she's not a champion for Tony Khan? So I'm going with Athena and Sky Blue in the finals. That's the way I see it laid out. Now, Willow could win it. I mean, I know you guys love Willow, but I don't see Willow winning the tournament. I think Athena is so fucking hidden on Ring of Honor. She needs to be spotlighted, man. I swear to God. She may legitimately be the best bell for bell women's wrestler in that company. Seriously.
Who have you seen? You don't watch ROH. You don't watch Rampage. Who have you seen wrestle more, Willow or Athena?
Athena.
You've seen Athena wrestle? I've seen Willow wrestle more.
I've seen both of them wrestle. I prefer. I know what Athena brings to the table. I don't need to watch Ring of Honor to know what Athena brings to the table.
No, I don't mean like overall. I mean, as of late, who have you seen on TV lately?
Willow.
And that's who's getting the push. If he was gonna do something major with Athena, she would have been on major TV as of late. She's hitting, like you said, she's hitting on ROH. They're not doing anything in particular with her now. She's gonna be in the cut, locking down ROH, waiting for him to get that ball rolling for the women's division over there. Willow just beat Mercedes. Willow just beat Mercedes. I don't think she's going to lose to Athena after just beating Mercedes for that title.
Unless Willow goes to the finals and wrestles Sky Blue or wrestles Britt Baker. Maybe Mercedes shows up and gets her revenge. Maybe she costs Willow the finals. Maybe she interjects and we get something that leads to a rematch between Mercedes and Willow. You know, Mercedes is one of those women, you guys don't really understand how Mercedes works. She is one of those ladies that will never reveal her cards, man. She has one of the best poker faces in all of the wrestling community. If you think that Mercedes is doing something, she's doing the opposite. She tweeted out a picture, or Instagram, the picture of a cast. She may be fucking ready to go, healed, ready to go, man. That picture was probably taken the fucking week that she got injured in the match with Willow. We don't fucking know. Mercedes is never going to allow you to know what she's doing.
We don't know.
She lives in kayfabe. Lives in it.
Yeah, we really don't know. I mean, I feel like if she was really down for the count and out for a while, I mean, that she could be posting some, sad tweets about, how she's going to miss it, blah, 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 blah. But she's been very quiet. And she, like you say, she is very secretive about her personal business. And she is one to troll you on social media as well. I don't know what's going on with her. And Willow winning and continuing to stay strong just builds the rematch for them at some point down the line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and they're doing nothing with Athena except her holding that ROH title. And while I was watching ROH, Athena was the best thing on the fucking brand.
Yeah.
The best thing on ROH. She's fantastic at what she does. But like you said, she's being hidden on ROH. They're not doing anything in particular with her. So why would they start right now when Willow is actually in the middle of something going on TV?
Yeah, I know. Willow, I appreciate Willow. I think Willow is she's somebody that has the makings of somebody to be very good. I don't really get the hype, I would say. I mean, I don't know.
She's like Bailey. She's like Bailey of Bailey 1.0.
I guess so. I mean, I don't want to sit here and start comparing anybody to Bailey, but
personality.
Personality-wise. I mean, we also had that with Kylie Ray, and you see where that went. But
yeah. Well, she had injury problems.
Yeah. But that's the Owen Hart Cup, the men's and women's Owen Hart Cup. But Forbidden Door, bro, is basically all laid out after tonight. And this is what the full card is looking like. And then we'll get into the Dynamite breakdown here. Athena versus Billy Starks, like I just mentioned. Owen Hart Cup first round match for the ladies. Singles match for the IWGP United States Championship. It will be Kenny Omega versus Will Osprey. I don't know if that's the main event. Mike Johnson did report this week that that will be the main event. I thought I heard Excalibur say that Bryan Danielson and Okada will be the main event. So he did say that, right? I knew I wasn't hearing anything. So I'm actually in agreement there, and I do think that should be the main event. And I'm glad that Tony Khan made that decision and change. But those two matches alone are selling this pay-per-view for a lot of people, including myself. Singles match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Sonata will defend against Jungle Boy Jack Perry. I'm actually intrigued by that match. I'm a big fan of Jungle Boy. I want to see what he does against somebody like a Sonata. MJF, I'm looking forward to this big time. He will defend the AEW title against Hiroshi Tanahashi. That was made official tonight as Adam Cole basically coaxed MJF into taking that match after a week of saying he wasn't going to put the title on the line. So we got that. Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara and Minoru Suzuki will go into Forbidden Door against Sting, Darby Allin, and a tag team partner to be announced on Collision. This is the other big story that AEW laid out tonight, Jesse. I heard a lot of people saying that it could be Evil. Heard a lot of people saying that it could be Naito. They both have history with Chris Jericho. And I don't want to put this out there in the universe, but it certainly would be fucking Forbidden Door. And I know Jesse's not going to like it, and I know people within my circle are going to get a chuckle out of this. I don't want it to happen either, but I have a fucking small inkling of a feeling in my soul, bro, that Tony Khan is going to have Bill Goldberg walk through the fucking Forbidden Door. Team with Sting, team with Darby to take on Jericho, Sammy, and Minoru Suzuki. Now, you can chastise me and crucify me all you want, man, but we all know Tony Khan's been talking to Bill Goldberg. It's going to happen one way or another sooner rather than later, so why not fucking start at Forbidden Door, huh? It's a possibility. You can't sit there and tell me that I'm wrong, Jesse. I mean, please tell me when I'm telling lies. I mean, it's a fucking feasible thing.
No, you're not wrong. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. Mercedes can come back. It's possible.
Yeah. I know you're just thrilled, man. You're just thrilled to hear Bill Goldberg. I know you can't wait.
Maybe he doesn't want to come back to being a throw-in mid-card situation when he's used to being a main eventer.
Well, what is he coming in to battle the other Jewish brother, MJF? I mean, give me a break.
He's used to walking in and burying the young champions. So, yes, that's probably what he wants.
And now you're putting that out there in the universe.
You brought him up, not me.
It's a possibility. I'm just throwing it out there. Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, and Konosuke Takeshita teaming with Shota Umino against the Elite, Adam Page, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Eddie Kingston, and Tomohiro Ishii. I mean, I love most of the guys in this match. I just can't really get involved and interested with everybody else that doesn't really pertain to this feud in this match. You know what I mean?
I think New Japan has already given us all of the big names that the American fan base is familiar with. Yeah. So anyone else that they put in there, they're really starting to dip down the familiarity ladder as it pertains to here in the States. Yeah. I just feel like it's a match thrown together just to get the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club on the show. I would have much rather they put the fucking House of Black versus Andrade and his group, you know, Naito and all those guys on the show. It seems like they're trying to stick to the theme of Forbidden Door, though. I don't think that really fits the theme of incorporating New Japan somehow in the match. Well, maybe Andrade can't work the New Japan show because of their affiliation with AAA. I have no fucking idea if that's still a thing or not. But hopefully we do get Andrade and Black in some way, shape, or form. Get through this. Nick Williams will not let us get through this damn show. Did he just give another bomb? Oh, yes. My goodness. Nick Williams. Man. Serve him up. And he couldn't even mention me in any of these
Nick Williams with another $100 super chat. I have to throw another bomb at this because if I see Bill Goldberg at Forbidden Door, I'll turn into Bahamut and Mega Flair Canada if that happens. Man, oh man.
Because I agree with Jesse. Yes, good job, Nick. Yes.
Is Nick Williams ready for Final Fantasy? Holy shit. He's making Final Fantasy correlations here in the super chats. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you, brother. You got 50 minutes left to go, man, and then you'll be on Final Fantasy 16. Nick Williams with a $100 bomb. As always, that's 200 total for the night. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your generosity. Rounding out this card, CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima, Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus Katsuyori Shibata and Daniel Garcia for the AEW International Championship Fatal 4-Way. And Toni Storm will defend the AEW Women's Championship against Willow Nightingale. I would say by the looks of this on paper, Jesse, that it is at least going to stand up very admirably against last year's show. And I honestly think it's going to blow away last year's show. Just by the top two matches on this show and MJF versus Tanahashi for the AEW title.
Yeah, so and since Willow is losing against Tony, I think she's definitely probably going to win that first round match at least.
Yeah, I would say so. That's a good logical point there. Yeah. So that is the happenings on Dynamite tonight. We're gonna get into the show in just a second, but I would like to let you guys know about the usual. Please follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Make sure you guys follow Jesse as well at Chi-Town Smark on Twitter. He's also on YouTube. He covers Impact Weekly every Thursdays. Go check him out. Make sure you guys go check out last night's live stream with my guy Andrew Baydala. We are the Tuesday Night Titans on Tuesday night. We had a great show last night. Great discussion. Episode 1 did, I believe, 23,000 views in its first episode. I think this one's nearing just that, the same for episode 2. So thank you guys for the great discussions. A lot of you are really enjoying the back and forth on Tuesday nights, and I really appreciate that. And Drew has reached out to me 2 weeks now on Wednesday morning, loving the feedback. So thank you guys very much for that.
Yeah, I had family obligations on the first show, but I did get to listen to the second one.
Yeah.
Great stuff. You get Drew to swear multiple times, bro.
I know. Told you, man.
What the hell, man?
It's unfiltered.
Oh my God.
It's unfiltered. He would do it more, he says, but he's got his kids running around.
Got his kids watching. Yeah, man. Woo, man.
Yeah. So thank you. Yep. Thank you guys for all the support on that. Make sure you go out and check out the rest of the content. I'll have more content up tomorrow. I will be a part of the AEW Forbidden Door media call with Tony Khan and the rest of the geeks in the community tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. So if I could get a question or two in there, I will definitely try. If not, I'll be tweeting about all the important happenings from TK himself on Twitter tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. I would love 1,000 likes if possible, or at least close to 1,000 likes. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. I got some major news to drop within the next week and a half. I've already told Jesse about this news, and it is official. Paperwork is signed. I'm NDA'd right now. I can't say anything, but I think this is the coolest fucking thing that I've possibly ever been a part of, and I can't wait to unveil that with you guys, because it's going to be quite the treat for everybody who is listening to this show. So good stuff coming there.
Did you go with my idea for what they wanted?
No.
Oh, you should have. That was a good one.
No. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going with after the show is over. And tonight's show is sponsored by Z-Biotics. Make sure you guys go check out Z-Biotics. My great friends over at Z-Biotics are sponsoring the show. I'll mention them again a little bit later on in the show. But I want to thank them for sponsoring tonight's show right here for the AEW Dynamite post right here on OTS. So we got the Gun Club to open the show against the Hardys, Jesse, on Dynamite tonight. I thought the Hardys actually looked pretty decent, but Jeff Hardy is going to be taken off television for a little bit as AEW tours Canada, bro. I'll give you one reason why Jeff Hardy is going to be taken off television as AEW's touring Canada.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. Yep, Jeff Hardy is not in good standing with the Canadian folk up there, man. Jeff Hardy obviously is an AEW star, and he's in a tag team with his brother, but he won't be in Canada. Fightful Select learned that Hardy is unable to get into Canada due to his arrests and was written off of television for the time being.
Canada does not like felons, man.
I know. I mean, the Usos had to go through it. I mean, who else went through it? Somebody else. I know somebody else went through it besides the
Everybody.
Usos.
I don't know what the timeline is. They have a timeline for like, you can't have any felonies in the last, what is it, like maybe 5 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ain't getting in there, man.
No. So he's been written off television for a little bit, but I mean, it's a month. Hardys aren't really doing anything on AEW television, so it's no real loss for Tony Khan, and I'm sure Matt Hardy completely understands. But the Gun Club, man, they came out. They got some nice heat. This was a nice opening match for the Guns, man. I tell you, man, I'm big on Austin and Colton, man. I think they are two solid heels. I like their work. I like their antics. I like their shenanigans. I think they're going to complement the Bullet Club if they are in the Bullet Club with Jay White and Juice Robinson. I think they're going to complement them very well. I thought this was just a decent opening match with some nice heat in Chicago, man.
It was. It was fun. It was cool. I mean, like you said, they're not doing anything with the Hardys right now, and it looks like. I mean, I don't know. From what I can tell from where I was watching, like I said, I was watching Dynamite while I was on the way home in the car. My wife was driving.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hard to tell from the reactions, but it looks like, from what I can tell, Jeff Hardy's reactions are nowhere near what they were before he left with his DUI.
His actions are nowhere near?
His reactions.
Oh, reactions.
Crowd reactions.
He looks a lot better, though. You got to give him that. He looks energized.
He looks good. He looks clean. He looks good.
Yeah.
He does look good.
And Matt, I think I did read Matt say that he's taking this shit very seriously, and he's finally starting to fucking shape his life the way he needs to. So that's good to hear.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to minimize that, but at the same time, Matt says that every time that Jeff gets in trouble and is trying to come back, and he's not lying, because when he says it, Matt actually is trying to do better, but then just a slip up happens down the road.
Yeah.
So I don't want to minimize it. I just hope he stays on track, though.
So this was a fun opening match. Jeff launched off of Matt's back into a corner splash, followed with a whisper in the wind on Austin. Colton blindsided Jeff to allow the Guns to regain control. Matt eventually hot tagged back in. Austin was planted with a side effect and a twist of fate. We got a lot of delete chants. I love the delete chants, always. Colton saved his brother and put his foot on the rope. Austin missed the famouser, but Matt missed another twist of fate, allowing Colton to hit a spinning underhook suplex, which looked great. Jeff tagged back in, cleaned house, double DDT, double low leg drop. And Jeff sent Colton flying with a twist of fate. But as he went up top, Juice Robinson. I listen, man.
Oh, boy.
Listen,
Here we go.
Listen, Jesse. I am not sure you are in the know, but Juice Robinson, I hear, this is from my sources, I don't know how they know, but they know, he is rock hard, bro. I'm not sure if you know.
Oh, really? I
don't know what makes him rock hard, bro. It's a fucking unsolved mystery, man.
I don't get it. We'll find out.
It's a bigger mystery. It's a bigger mystery than these missing people in the Titanic, bro. I don't know.
I don't get that story. I refuse to open any link about that, but I'm getting headlines about the Titanic.
I'm fucking fascinated by this story, man. I really am fucking fascinated.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on with the Titanic?
5 billionaires went into a fucking shoddy, rickety submarine, paid $250,000 to go 15,000 feet below sea level to go visit the Titanic, and they're stuck down there. And now they have, 7 hours of oxygen left? They're probably all dead.
Why don't they just go send another submarine down there?
Bro, there's like two vehicles in the entire world that are, I would say, approved enough to go down that deep.
They're rich enough.
I don't know, man. It's very bizarre. This whole story is very bizarre. I find it fucking fascinating, though. I really do. First of all, you know what I thought? I'm like, why would anybody pay $250 to go and risk their fucking life in the blackness of the unknown? That's how many people have been down that deep. And number two, the fucking Titanic looks very good on my 60 fucking 8-inch TV in the living room, man. I mean, it looks great on Discovery Network. What the fuck do I need to go down there for?
Couldn't they just watch the movie and watch Leonardo DiCaprio bang this chick and get that out of it? They had to go down there themselves. This is what happened when you have too much money. You don't know what to fucking do with it.
Bro, I think it was the stepson of one of the billionaires who's trapped down there was actually at a Blink-182 concert during this whole ordeal and shot his shot at an OnlyFans model and asked the model to sit on his face.
Wow.
While his stepdad was down there losing oxygen.
What's he supposed to do? Nothing he can do.
What is he going to do?
Might as well get a nice little piece to sit on your face.
Sit on my face, man. My fucking stepdad's down there. He ain't coming back. Let me shoot
Bro,
my shot.
That's when you have too much money, you start doing dumb shit like this, man.
It's a very bizarre story, man. I don't know. I'm very fascinated by this, so I needed to make the correlation there. If you guys want to read up on it, it's all over Twitter. But yes, we got Juice Robinson, and he was distracting the referee, Jay White. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack a little bit here. We got spinning onto a hook. Jeff sent Colton flying with a twist of fate. He went up top. Juice Robinson appeared, distracted the referee. Switchblade shoved Jeff off the top. This allowed the Guns to hit 310 to Yuma, and then they win the match. Post-match, White dropped Jeff with a Blade Runner, nailed him with it. Robinson dropped Jeff with the left hand of God, and he punched him with some quarters in his left hand. Matt was about to suffer the same fate, but Ricky Starks ran out to make the save. Then FTR runs out to a big ovation to make the save. The numbers were too much, and then CM Punk, the equalizer, he's out there. And he neutralizes everybody. Punk took the microphone, issued a challenge for Collision on Saturday, and he said, I'm a Collision guy. I'm not even supposed to be here. So we got a big 8-man tag on Collision, man.
Okay, all right. I mean, isn't that pretty much the match? Okay, well, all right.
Yeah, we got CM Punk, FTR, and Ricky Starks versus Bullet Club Gold.
All right.
Looks like they're protecting. It looks like they're keeping CM Punk grounded in tag team matches for the time being. Even though he'll have a singles match on Sunday
with some dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see where it goes.
He got a big reaction. It's great to see Punk. He did not really have a huge role on this show because this is not his show, but he's back, and it's always good to see him.
Always, man.
But Jesse's the hater. Make sure you guys know.
I'm the hater, though, man.
He hates CM Punk.
I'll tell you what I do hate. That fucking dog.
Yeah, you know what we should do, man? We should send Cody Rhodes down to find the submarine, man. I know he'd find it. He is fucking just untouchable, man. He can do it all.
Cody can do it all, bro. Cody can do it all, man. I don't. That sounds so weird to me. I'm not familiar with our submarine technology, but if it seems to me that if it got disabled, that they can send another vehicle down there with rescue equipment. I don't know.
From what I read, they have. I don't know. This was like an hour ago. They had like 9 hours to go, but the rescue mission, bro, would be if they even get down there and they pull the submarine up. It's 8 hours to the surface, so they're running out of oxygen.
8 hours.
They have no oxygen.
So they'll be down there with that fucking Titanic, man.
The ghosts of the Titanic, man, fucking have reared their ugly head. I don't know.
I don't know.
Send Vin Diesel? No, Vin Diesel can't save these people.
No. Even though he did like race a submarine in one of those damn movies.
Oh,
I think he raced a submarine in outer space or some shit, man. You laugh. These movies get weirder and weirder.
Bro, I watched Fast and Furious 1 and 2, and then after that, I stopped watching.
You got it right.
There you go. Okay, good.
I'm not even gonna be like, oh, bro, you gotta watch this one. You got it right. Stop right there. It's good.
You know what AEW didn't get right, bro? It was this concession stand brawl. Now, I'm not going to sit here and grade this on, oh my God, this shit was terrible. This was an awful match. It was supposed to be campy. That's what it was supposed to be. Jeff Jarrett, Jarrett and Mark Briscoe had a concession stand brawl, and there was hot dogs, and there was ketchup, and there was popcorn, and mustard, and pretzels, and all this other shit. And Jeff Jarrett's blonde hair was stained with yellow mustard. I'm a spicy brown mustard type of guy. I don't like the yellow mustard, even though I will accept it if there's no other alternative. But I don't know, man. I was entertained by this, but like I said before in the open, I felt like I was watching a fucking show written by Tony Khan on an acid trip, man. I mean, this was just fucking all over the place. I thought I was fucking losing my mind watching this shit. It was all over.
It was, but like you said, it was basically what I expected. You know, I mean, what did you expect from a concession stand match? Like a mat classic? You know, we expected Karen, we got it. We expected Satnan, we got it. Now I'll admit, we got a lot more than even I expected in the match. But like you said, it was meant to be campy. It was meant to be. This is the typical, you know, old timey Jeff Jarrett kind of match, man. This is exactly what I expected.
Yeah, Excalibur mentioned Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Larry Latham, and Wayne Ferris in the first ever concession stand brawl. That was well before my time, so the only one I know there are Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. The other guys, I don't know. Briscoe and Jarrett were waiting for the match to officially begin with referee Paul Turner out there, and he called for the bell, and Briscoe almost immediately threw Jarrett through a table at the start of this match. Briscoe chucked hot dogs at Jeff Jarrett. His hair was filled with yellow mustard. And Karen Jarrett was one of the girls behind the concession stand serving popcorn and soda pop and hot dogs. She comes out from behind the concession stand, Jesse, reveals herself, and starts throwing ketchup and squirting ketchup in Mark Briscoe's eyes, blinding him.
Sounds about right.
If you put ketchup on your hot dogs, man, I'm going to have to fucking get rid of you. I'm sorry.
That is so sad. So, Karen Jarrett.
Don't tell me you put fucking ketchup on your hot dogs, bro.
What kind of man do you take me for, man? Fuck is wrong with you?
Just like, man, I swear to God, man. I don't want to go off topic again, man. I remember going down to Florida for spring break, and I went to fucking Burger King, man. This was back, in college. I go to Burger King, man, and I order a fucking hamburger, and there's fucking mustard on the hamburger. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I ask around, oh, this is what we do down here. What? You put mustard on your hamburgers? Oh, my goodness, man. What type of alternate universe am I living in?
You don't. The world does.
Mustard on your hamburgers?
You want to know who sells more burgers than anyone on the planet Earth?
Florida?
McDonald's.
They don't put fucking mustard on their hamburgers up here.
You ever got a quarter pounder?
Have I ever gotten first of all, I don't eat McDonald's, number one. But yes, I've ordered a quarter pounder.
Well, mustard, ketchup, onions, bro. That's what comes on it.
Well, I don't ask for that.
But, I mean, again, they sell more burgers than anyone in the world, and they put mustard on
I thought they had that
burger.
special sauce.
That's on the Big Mac.
Oh.
Just
What's
one
it?
sandwich.
What is the special sauce? I'll give you a fucking special sauce. Let me conjure something up a little bit later.
It's Thousand Island dressing and ketchup, I believe. That's the special sauce.
I'm sorry.
True
Jesus,
story.
give me Bear Burger or give me fucking Five Guys, please.
I don't eat McDonald's either, man. Five Guys don't put anything on a burger. You gotta put your stuff on yourself over there, man.
What's the other one? The other fast food fucking greasy burger.
Wendy's
got good nuggets. I love their nuggets over there.
They put mustard on their burgers.
I don't order hamburgers from Wendy's.
Mustard.
What's the other fucking place, man? The other fucking hamburger place besides Five Guys. The other competition. I forgot the name of it. It's escaped me. Shake Shack. I love Shake Shack, man.
Oh, no, we don't have a lot of Shake Shacks here. We got a few, but they're like, a couple scattered around the city.
Yeah, Shake Shack is good. But yeah, no mustard on hamburgers and ketchup on hot dogs. No, I'm gonna have to delete you. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's normal, very normal.
I know it's normal. It's not normal for me. It's not normal for New York.
Oh, I mean, say you don't like it. That's
Just
understandable.
just like how fucking some people around the United States, man, they make their fucking pizza 8 inches thick and they call it a pizza.
Not me. I don't enjoy it.
Oh, you don't enjoy deep dish pizza, bro?
No, I don't. It, no matter how many times I say it, I can't get it through your thick skull or anyone else's on Twitter. Real Chicagoans don't like deep dish pizza, dude.
All right, good.
I mean,
with the real Chicagoans.
No, but you'll be here in a month saying you guys eat deep dish pizza. Like,
Yes.
no, we don't. I keep telling you, home run in pizza is one of my favorites. Probably my favorite of all time. Not deep dish at all.
And it's a New York slice.
What's a New York slice? I mean, cut the wrong way? No, it's cut in squares, bro. Squares.
That's your fucking problem. Number one,
Does it make it taste different?
Pizza should be in the shape of a fucking Triforce, bro. Like
if I cut it in the shape of a wedge, will it taste better to you?
If you cut it in the shape of a wedge,
Or whatever.
bro,
the fuck
the
you
only
guys
thing I
call
want
that
cut
shit.
into a fucking square is my sandwich.
Fine.
Okay.
It'll taste better for you. Fine. I'll cut it in your New York wedge bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you'll
like
love
the
it.
Triforce, man. Like you're holding
Yeah.
up the fucking Master Sword. Do 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 do.
Yeah. Blindfold you and have you bite the fucking pizza and you can't tell the shape of it and you don't know what to fucking think then. Difference of the shape of it make. It tastes the same.
All right. What type of sauce you using? What type of cheese you using? How much sauce you using? I don't like pizza with too much sauce, bro.
That's the important stuff, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the important stuff. But the shape of the slice means who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? That mean I watch baseball because of the color of these jerseys. I like the color of their jerseys. Who gives a shit? What slices is a cut? And what the fuck is wrong? What are we talking about here?
I don't watch any baseball but Braves baseball.
For the color of their jerseys or because you enjoy
No,
the team?
I enjoy the team. I can't watch another team.
so it
I
doesn't
can't watch
matter
another
what-
baseball game. Like if you,
What
if,
does
you
it matter? If the
bro,
Braves come out in a different color jersey,
bro,
will it affect you other than-
if fucking ESPN's playing the Angels and the Dodgers or the Dodgers and the Rockies, I'm not watching that fucking game. Even though I love baseball, I don't give a fuck.
And if the Braves change the color of their jerseys, are you no longer a Braves fan?
Of course, I'm a Braves fan.
Okay, so what difference does it make what slice the pizza is cut into?
I prefer the triangle, man. Okay.
Tastes different.
You
right?
fold it, you bite it, it's greasy, it's dribbling down your fucking chin. Come on, man.
What's the next?
I have to
match?
get rid of this fucking guy, man. He doesn't know how to eat pizza.
Bro, I've been
This guy eats
dropped.
pizza with fucking fork and a knife. I'll tell you that right now.
I've been
Guaranteed.
dropped. I've been dropped from about 5 to 6 stories about 15 times today. Okay.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
I don't go on those monstrosities where you're fucking up in the air and you're fucking twisting around. I don't even do the Ferris wheel, bro.
What a fucking.
I'm afraid of heights, man.
You are a.
Yeah, I'll be on a fucking airplane 30,000 feet in the air flying to London with this fucking geek.
God, you want to get on a roller coaster? Oh no.
Anyway,
Too fast.
Karen Jarrett, she apparently loves ketchup. She sprayed it all in Mark
You
Briscoe's
sleep with a
eyes.
night light too?
Yes, I do actually.
You. Oh my.
I sleep with a nightlight. I sleep with the sound of crickets every night, man. I sleep with a sound machine, whether it's crickets, the sound of the ocean, white noise, something, man.
You put cucumbers over your eyes. You
No,
fucking.
no. Those only go on my salad.
Let me ask you something. When Karen Jarrett wanted to eliminate Aubrey, what did Karen do to her?
I don't know. I didn't watch.
She hit her with a guitar.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Are you sure you remember this?
Yes, I
Maybe
saw.
it's a-
Yes, I physically seen that. Yes.
Okay, so, but now when Karen Jarrett wanted to eliminate Mark Briscoe, she used ketchup.
Yes.
All
So
right.
you're asking where the guitar is?
It doesn't have to be a guitar. When she wanted someone eliminated, she used something heavy. But then when she wanted to eliminate Mark Briscoe, she used a condiment,
Ketchup.
ketchup.
Was it organic or not? I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. But she got Briscoe in the eyes with the ketchup. And then Briscoe set up Jarrett on the table. So first of all, somebody came over and started spraying water in Briscoe's eyes. One of the other ladies that was there.
Who was that?
I don't know. She was a fat slob. I don't know who she was.
I thought it was a fan that got
She
out of
might
control.
have. She might have eaten all the hot dogs before we fucking even got to the match. She fucking rolled in there like they rolled her on a fucking cart. I don't know. Briscoe set up Jarrett on the table. I'll get canceled tomorrow. Briscoe set up Jarrett
Not
on
my
the table.
comments. Nope.
Briscoe set up Jarrett on the table, climbed the ladder, but someone in a hoodie climbed up the ladder and shoved Briscoe through the table. Sanjay Dutt revealed himself. Jarrett and Briscoe brawled into the crowd. We go to commercial. Jay Lethal popped up during the commercial break. It's now 3-on-1. Lethal went to grab the ring attendant, and Papa Briscoe, who was sitting at ringside, he chokeslammed Lethal through the timekeeper's table with a fucking nice-looking chokeslam. He then cleaned house on Dutt and Jarrett, and then Karen comes in the ring and low blows Papa Briscoe. So that took him out there. Mark fired off redneck kung fu on Jeff Jarrett. He tried for a J Driller. Satnam Singh came out, laid out Mark Briscoe with a big chokeslam. Best friends, Lucha Brothers, Christopher Daniels, they all ran out to fend off Satnam Singh. Ray Phoenix dropped him with a massive springboard splash. Penta cracked Jarrett with a super kick as Briscoe got the schoolboy to win it 1-2-3. I felt like I was, finally. I felt like I was sitting through a Kurt Cobain writing session with this match, man. I was hopped up on fucking some weird narcotics. This was crazy.
So unfortunately, with the results of this means we don't get Jeff Jarrett on TV anymore.
No. Everybody was gaslighted with that, man. Everybody jumped the gun on that one. That was not what he meant. They deleted that video off of Twitter and on YouTube because people were thinking that was the case, and they got excited, and AEW had to come out and say that was not the case.
If people got excited, then why would it? Never mind.
I get it, man. Everybody wanted the same thing you wanted.
Why? He said it and we saw it. No, that's bullshit. He said it and we saw it.
Do you genuinely think Tony Khan is going to take Jeff Jarrett off of TV, man? There's things that Tony Khan does and doesn't do.
So.
The things he doesn't do is take Orange Cassidy and Jeff Jarrett off of TV.
I thought so because he told me so.
I heard it.
I heard it myself. He don't got to get fired. He can stay in the company. I want him in the company. But off TV means his ass stays in the back with his wife and her ketchup and stay off of TV.
You want to know something? Why is there only 584 likes on this stream, man? I think we're fucking entertaining as fuck, man. Don't we deserve another 300 likes?
Probably because Karen Jarrett.
It's probably all these fucking people who put mustard on their goddamn hamburgers.
We wanted less Jarretts. This motherfucker gives us more Jarretts.
More slap nuts for you, brother.
Oh, God.
Backstage, the BCC are with Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita. Jon Moxley issued a 5-on-5 challenge to the Elite as the Blackpool Combat Club and Takeshita will have Moxley's protege, Shota Umino, by their side. Oh, great. Moxley said the Rainmaker will have a nightmare on Sunday thanks to the best wrestler in the world. Danielson said he challenged Okada to a face-to-face tonight, but he doesn't believe Okada is even in the building. When they step in the ring, Danielson will prove Okada is an amateur. If Okada doesn't answer the call, he'll prove he's an amateur and a coward.
Okada flew from Japan to Chicago into the Wintrust where Bryan Danielson was put in the main event segment for him to say, Okada's not here.
Yeah. He
didn't know Okada was here.
Bro, I find it fascinating that he called Okada an amateur.
Amateur? Oh, that's his thing. That's cool.
It's fine.
That's his thing.
I mean, listen, if you're not excited about this match, man, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
That's what's up,
I mean, if you're a pro wrestling fan, if you're a WWE fan and hate AEW, I cannot for the life of me understand how you could physically shit on this match.
Oh,
like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, they can. And they will.
They will, I know.
And they will.
Yeah, you know what? If this was Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins versus Okada, it'd be the greatest match ever.
The average wrestling fan is really getting on my nerves, man. They really are because they're
the dumbest people on the planet, bro.
It's not even about. I've gotten past the thing of like, just enjoy your own wrestling and just leave the other one alone. I've gotten past that because people can't do that. Because instead of just, well, I'm a WWE guy, I don't like AEW, so I'm just gonna watch WWE. No, I'm a WWE guy and I don't like AEW, so I'm gonna take as much time as I can to go and shit on the AEW content and the fans and try to convince them that AEW sucks and they're gonna fold. And just, I mean, what is the point? What is the point?
They have no friends. They have no life. They have no direction in life. What do you want me to tell you? I don't know.
Projecting, hoping, trying to. I mean, I don't understand why there's a hatred for another company trying to provide some pro wrestling content to pro wrestling fans. I don't understand it. Do you see football fans going around and trying to convince, World Football League or XFL League that the NFL is better? You don't have to convince people that NFL is better than the XFL. Okay. So what are we doing here? Just go enjoy your football.
It's crazy, man. There are people out there that love MLB, Major League Baseball, and that they loathe the World Baseball Classic. There were people who were opposing having that happen. Meanwhile, the World Baseball Classic is important to other regions around the world, but here in the United States, oh my God, my guy is getting injured and he's out for 6 months because he had to play in the useless World Baseball Classic. I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck him.
Not useless. They make money.
I know. Some of the players actually take that as a huge honor. People, I don't know, man. It's people are fucking...
I mean, geez.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
I understand fandom. I just don't understand the elitist. I don't get that shit.
Yeah, tribalism.
Man, it's so weird, man.
Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Murder Grandpa Minoru Suzuki in a trios match against Action Andretti, who I feel like I haven't seen since he's beaten Jericho. Darius Martin, who's without his brother Dante because of another injury that could have been avoided. And AR Fox, who's been very impressive since signing with AEW. So we got Suzuki making his entrance. We got the crowd singing Judas. Typical stuff here at the start of the match. And I popped when Jericho did the Les Sex Gods pose and Minoru Suzuki was there posing as a Les Sex God. I don't know why I laughed so hard. I just did. I just found it to be incredibly humorous. Fox jumped in, briefly took control of Jericho, pulled Aubrey Edwards, who was the referee in this match, in front of him to regain control. Fox made a hot tag to Action Andretti, who fought off the Manny upset in his AEW debut, Chris Jericho. Jericho responded with some chops until Andretti took out Guevara with a dive, and Jericho with a springboard dive. Shotgun drop kick sent Jericho flying into the corner. He missed the split-legged moonsault, landed Andretti into the clutches of a Suzuki sleeper hold. Martin broke it up, but Suzuki dropped him with one shot right to the face. Match broke down, back and forth, high-flying attacks until AR Fox hit a inverted truss dive. It looked like a somersault dive off the ropes to the floor. Action Andretti beat Jericho, or almost beat Jericho, the same way he did in his debut match with a running shooting star press. Jericho escaped at a 2 count. Suzuki planted Fox with the Gotch pile driver as Dante Martin, or was it Darius Martin? I'm sorry, I'm mixing them up now. It was Darius Martin. I'm sorry. I missed Dante Martin. Should have never gotten injured.
We'll get him back, and then we'll lose Darius.
Yeah. Darius ran wild on Jericho, blocked a dive into a nasty-looking lion tamer for the tap-out submission. So the Les Sex Gods and Suzuki win this match. Post-match, Renee Paquette gets into the ring, and she wants to ask Jericho about his comments last week in regards to Sting. So she asked Jericho what it's like to share the ring with Sting for the first time ever. What was that moment like for you? Jericho took the microphone, she left, and said it was a monumental moment in pro wrestling history never seen before. He said everyone was so excited except for me. He says he's known Sting for a long time, and he knows how selfish and egotistical he is despite being a hero to millions. He said Sting just shows up wherever the highest bidder is. You're a whore, Sting. He challenged Sting and Darby and a partner of their choosing to a match against him, Guevara and Suzuki, at Forbidden Door. They cut to Guevara chewing his gum, and Suzuki showed no emotion whatsoever. Jericho said Sting is a coward and a sanctimonious son of a bitch, Before he said bitch, Sting's music played, and he and Darby made their way out to the ring. And Sting got in the ring. He stared at Jericho. Fans were chanting, holy shit, in Chicago. Sting put his arm around Jericho and asked why he's so uptight. Sting said Jericho was cussing under his breath. He needs to calm down. And he says he needs more than a moment with him. On Sunday, he will have more time with him. He said, him and Darby accept your lame challenge. Darby said Jericho's made a lot of enemies in a lot of places. So we got the guy for you on Sunday. Jericho asked who it is. And Darby said he'll find out at Collision. Now, it could be somebody in New Japan. You know, he's got history with Naito. He's got history with a couple of guys over there, Evil. He's got history with Goldberg. So it could very well be Bill Goldberg. We don't know, but I don't know. They're saving it for Saturday, and I think it's a big enough name where it's going to pop the crowd in Toronto on Saturday. So it could be anybody.
Oh, somebody Canadian, maybe.
Maybe somebody Canadian.
We'll see. But here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Since I see that, you know, Drew likes to spin it around and put you on the spot.
Yep.
Do we get Sting versus Jericho one-on-one? Or did they decide that that's not a match that they can feasibly do? Well,
Sting says he doesn't want to work a one-on-one match. But
good for him.
If he wants what he wants, he should get it. Yeah, he's done more than enough for us. I do think we get it.
You think so?
I do think that will be his retirement match. Yes.
We'll see. I think that they maybe. Look. First off, I don't know. All right. We know Jericho can go for a full match, but we don't know if Sting is up to it. Like you just said, Sting doesn't want one. Maybe he knows that he can't deliver a high quality match in a one-on-one spot. Maybe he already knows that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he does decide to do it. I think it'll be epic. I think it'll be awesome. But if he doesn't decide to do it, or he decides not to do it, I understand. You don't want to, look like Shawn Michaels in Saudi Arabia, in your last day of match, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Sting would look that bad. I mean, what do they got to go? 10 minutes? Sting can't go 10 minutes?
They can get some shenanigans in there and make it look good, maybe, but.
We'll see. I do think it happens. Somebody in the chat said Lance Storm possibly to team with Sting. I mean, it's a possibility, but he's not really a New Japan talent. He is Canadian. Yeah. We'll see what happens there. But I'm intrigued about what they do on Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to Collision. I thought Collision was great on Saturday, and they're going to put a banger show on Saturday right before the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Backstage, we got Adam Hangman Page, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. This was clearly a taped segment. It might have been a tape segment. All we heard was that they were not in the venue tonight because CM Punk was there live in attendance, and Tony Khan did not want them to show up tonight and on Saturday before the pay-per-view. So Hangman said that there are only 4 of them, and Omega is already booked against Will Osprey. Hangman said they have friends all over. Omega said sometimes it feels like the whole world is against them, but a lot of people hate the Blackpool Combat Club. Said when the chips were down and they needed a friend, they found someone in an unexpected place. In walks Eddie Kingston. He says he's not their friend. He talked about their past briefly and says he doesn't like or respect them, but he hates Claudio even more. He says he'd team with them, but the final person has to be someone he picks. He said he'd make the announcement for himself later tonight. I was expecting that we get maybe Kota Ibushi going into Forbidden Door, but I don't think that their resolution has come yet, Jesse, as far as that little blow up there between Ibushi and New Japan. So
I think if we were getting Ibushi, we would know by now.
Yeah, it may be something that we get towards Blood and Guts, because I feel like this is not going to be over at Forbidden Door. We're going to get Blood and Guts at some point between the Blackpool Combat Club and the Elite. All in maybe. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But I do suspect that we see Kota Ibushi. But right now we got to deal with the Eddie Kingston dynamic, which I have no problem with, because him and Claudio at least make sense. And then the other guys I don't really care about. So it should be a fine match. I just feel like it's just thrown together to get these guys a spot on the show. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Adam Cole. It's good to see Adam Cole. He walked out, and he's got story time with Adam Cole, baby. He asked who was ready for story time. He talked about how he did everything in his power to beat MJF last week, but he did not win. However, MJF didn't win either. He says he understands it was the smart thing for MJF to do to not accept 5 more minutes, but it was also the cowardly thing to do. He says if he wants to be remembered as the greatest AEW champion of all time, he has to take on and defeat all comers, and MJF has never defeated him. So Adam Cole calls MJF out to the ring. He does come out, and MJF said the Midwest mouth breathers aren't very bright, but when I'm holding the microphone, I'm going to need you guys to keep your poor mouths shut.
I knew he was doomed when he started.
Yes. Fans chanted, "You suck." First of all, they chanted, "Shut the fuck up." And then they chanted, "You suck," or it was a mixture of both. He says he brought out the best in Cole, the version of him he studied early in his career. And that's exactly what he did, man. I'm going to put that one on the checklist of things that MJF has done. Adam Cole, a lot of people were asking, and I talked about this with Drew on Tuesday. A lot of people have been asking, man, where that old NXT undisputed NXT champion Adam Cole's been, baby. MJF brought him out, man. Another name on the list that MJF has, I don't want to say resurrected, but brought the best out of, because that's how good MJF is. You know what I mean?
It's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
When he came out, when that reaction popped, and I knew we were getting the Chicago crowd, you know, with MJF and all his glory. I knew it was gonna be a session. The first insult he came up with, I knew. I was riding in the car with my wife. She was listening as she was driving, and she was trying to hear all the chants like, "Oh, there's asshole. Whoop, shut the fuck up. What's this one? Oh, they were not gonna let up. We'd love to see him come out just so we can boo his ass.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
He's
man.
brought the best out of Ricky Starks. He's brought the best out of Bryan Danielson. He's brought the best out of Jungle Boy. He's brought the best out of Darby. He's brought the best out of Sammy. He's brought the best out of Adam Cole. Who's next?
Adam Cole is always Adam Cole, though.
Adam Cole's always great, yes, but
we
haven't seen that Adam Cole like we saw last week in a very long time.
Yeah. In the ring, we did need, you know, that opponent for Adam Cole, because maybe a little ring rust, maybe a little hesitation because he, you know, doesn't want to end up with another concussion, something like that, maybe. But yeah, with MJF, it felt like we get full Adam Cole back in that match.
Yeah. So he said he brought out the best in Cole, the version of him that he studied. He said Cole won't give him the credit or thank him. Fans then started to chant, "Asshole." He said Cole has had so many blows to the head, he's lost track of time. He said he had him beat if the time didn't run out. And fans started chanting, "Bullshit, bullshit" at MJF. He said, because he cares about Cole's health and well-being, as far as his request for a rematch, I'm going to have to go out there and say no. Cole, of course, said, of course you'd say no. He suggested that they fight right here, right now. Shivani then all of a sudden stands up and asked for both of their attention. I don't really like, well, it made sense here because MJF does not like Tony Schiavone, and Tony Schiavone does not like MJF, and neither does Adam Cole, because Adam Cole sees that Tony Schiavone gets very, very close to Britt Baker. So
continuity.
There's a little tie-in there, so I see why they did it, but I don't want Tony Schiavone to be the de facto, management representative that announces these big matches because Tony Khan is feeding him the info through the headset. I think if they want that, they should get somebody to be somebody like William Regal on this show.
Yeah, they do need like a GM, something like that.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna let this piece of continuity go unappreciated.
No, I appreciate it.
Adam Cole hates Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
And just because he's a babyface, that shouldn't change. He doesn't like how close he is to his girl. So I like that. I love that. I'm like, because my first reaction was, fuck is Adam Cole's problem with Schiavone? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I like that.
So Schiavone stood up, asked for their attention. He said he had an announcement. Both MJF and Cole together in tandem said, "Shut up, Schiavone." He says he just drew Cole and MJF out of the tumbler, and they are a team in the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament. Cole yelled that he doesn't want to team with MJF. MJF, I laughed out loud with this. This is such a classic line. He yelled out, "You want me to wrestle every week?
Every week?
Are you out of your mind? Are you some sort of sick pervert?" Man, I died. I died.
That was so good.
I died, man. You want me to wrestle every week? I was dead.
That was so fucking good.
MJF and Cole started yelling at each other. Shivani says he wasn't supposed to reveal that, but he couldn't hold it back. All of a sudden, Tanahashi, Hiroshi Tanahashi showed up on the big screen and challenged MJF again. He's speaking very broken English, and MJF is he said, "What type of rinky-dink production is Tony Khan running around here?" I mean, holy shit! He got Tanahashi speaking broken English on the fucking Titantron on the big screen, and he's like, "What type of fucking indie fucking rinky-dink show is this?"
That was fucking great, man.
So
For all the people out there currently saying how he doesn't wrestle enough and blah 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 blah. What kind of sick perverts are you people?
So Cole is trying to egg MJF into the Tanahashi match, saying Tanahashi's better than him and he's scared of Tanahashi. MJF angrily told Cole that no one on the planet is on his level. Cole started a coward chant, and then MJF yelled, "Damn it, Tanahashi, you want me at Forbidden Door? You're on." And the match is official. So we got a lot going on. This was a great segment. This was... They work so fucking well together. There's MJF and Adam Cole, number one. I'm looking forward to a second match eventually with these two after the first match, what we got. But the thing that I take away from this most, Jesse, is, and I know what people are expecting me to say, and I'll get to that in a second, is a lot of people were like, MJF and Adam Cole, man, what's the difference here between MJF and Adam Cole and everybody else MJF has wrestled? Bro, they're legitimately trying to make this feud different than everything else MJF has done. And I appreciate that. It's working wonders so far. It's been the highlight for the last 3 weeks they've been on TV together. And I know the tag team blind eliminator tournament is fucking silly. And it's a throwback to Lethal Lottery in WCW. I get it. And I understand that this is... Can they coexist, pal?
Can they coexist?
I get it. I don't like it. But I don't see them going on into the second round of this fucking tournament that's been not announced yet. This thing is going to deteriorate in round one. This is a one and done. This is a one-shot deal. MJF is not going to wrestle every week. MJF is not going to be in a fucking tag team. And MJF and Adam Cole are not going to coexist. I get it. It's easy. It's easy to say, oh, well, JD doesn't criticize this because it's the AEW, but when WWE does it, how many times has AEW done a can they coexist angle? I can count them maybe on one hand. WWE, it's their tried and true. It's their go-to. It's always been that way.
And they literally say that in the build-up.
Yeah.
Can they coexist?
Yeah,
every
they
time?
got Corey Graves or fucking whoever on Can they coexist?
Oh my god,
pal!
that is such a Vince thing, man.
Yeah, but this rivalry's been fucking spot on. I'm loving this. Maybe we get a ladder match. You know, MJF. I talked about this with Drew too on Tuesday. MJF has the best dog collar match. He has the best Iron Man match. He has the what other match he's been in? Dog collar,
Iron
Man, Fatal 4-Way, right?
Fatal 4-Way.
He's gonna go through the gauntlet of matches, bro. He's gonna have the best steel cage match. He's gonna have the best ladder match.
What did Punk say? I'm not champion because I have the best match. I'm champion because I won.
Because I won the dog collar match.
But he won't bring the title out. What is he doing with the title?
I don't know. This was great. They got great chemistry. I'm looking forward to what they do next. And I'm actually looking forward to this pairing, this tag team for the 1 week between Adam Cole and MJF, because I know AEW doesn't do it often. So write that in there. And it's not going to last 1 week. MJF is not going to wrestle every week, even though they did announce him for Rampage. But I mean, it's Forbidden Door weekend, so why not?
First ever Rampage.
Yeah.
So I don't like the can they coexist bullshit.
No, nobody does.
I never have, never will. The only reason I'm willing to palette this one and see what happens with it is because the dynamic and the charisma between MJF and Adam Cole is basically unparalleled.
Yeah.
So I just want to see how they come out of it and I believe it's gonna be funnier than all hell when it does happen. Just because MJF is a fucking genius out there.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that regard, but I don't like the can they coexist bullshit. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, again, this interests me to the slightest because I do want to see what happens from it. But I'm not a fan of the can they coexist matches though.
The Owen Hart Memorial Men's Tournament and Women's Tournament was announced at this point in the show, and then they just casually threw out CM Punk wrestling Satoshi Kojima, and that was the most anticlimactic way to announce Punk's involvement in this tournament or in the Forbidden Door pay-per-view.
To the point. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, I didn't really expect them to do that. The rumors was that it was supposed to be Kenta. And we're trying to figure out the reason why Kenta and Punk didn't happen. I said it was going to be a political nightmare regardless. So I don't know who would have ended up winning that match. Who knows? Does he have problems with New Japan management? Does he have problems with Rocky Romero? I don't know. I think the only one who wanted the match realistically was Punk. And it's not happening, so we got this. But, I mean, such an anticlimactic way. And Jesse, I think fans are excited to see Punk on Forbidden Door. But, I mean, with people like me, you, Drew, and everybody else who watches wrestling here in America, I can't really see them being excited about this announcement and CM Punk's involvement here for Forbidden Door.
I don't want to see this match.
No.
I do not. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say about that part though. But so, what else do you do with Punk in this regard in Forbidden Door? I mean, so. The thing is, anything to me, it feels like anything would have been better. I have no idea who this guy is that he's facing, and not only that, I'm wondering who it was that actually called off this Punk and Kenta match, because it would seem to me, I mean, I don't know, and I don't even know if I should fucking say this, but why would Kenta call off this match? This seems like this would be the biggest match of his fucking career.
It would be the biggest match of his career. I have no idea.
Was it Kenta that ended it, or was it Punk that said, I don't want it?
No, Kenta tried to make a storyline out of it. I do believe that this is where we were headed.
Yeah, and it seems like that he tried to get the match, and then Punk was like, no, I ain't interested. And then immediately Kenta's like, well, I wasn't interested. I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested. Yeah, you were. This will be the biggest match of his career.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he? What else is he going to do? What is Kenta involved in right now?
Nothing.
I mean, I could be wrong. But it just felt like to me that Punk said, I'd rather do something else. I don't want to do this with Kenta. Yeah. And then Kenta tried to, save face and be like, I don't want this with Punk. I didn't want it either. I don't want this. He probably did. I don't know. But it seems to me that this is a big win for Kenta, and Punk has all the leverage in the world to say, I would rather work with someone else.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we'll see. I'm assuming the Punk match is going to be fun for what it is, and he's going to advance, and people are going to be happy. But I would have rather see that match or Tanahashi or something along the lines, but they're sticking to their guns. They got Punk involved. They didn't have to mess up the rest of the card that they already had planned, and everybody's happy. So Punk will be at the Forbidden Door, whether you like it or not. At least he's there.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy, Katsuyori Shibata, Daniel Garcia, and Zack Sabre Jr. This was a tag team match. And this was all started from last week as they were all eyeing the International Championship. The bell rang and fans immediately chanted, holy shit, because Zack Sabre Jr. and Katsuyori Shibata were in the ring locking up. So Chicago appreciates these two gentlemen from New Japan. Sabre Jr. here, he put his hands behind his back and he was watching some of Orange Cassidy's antics. He took control, tagged in Garcia. They double-teamed Cassidy. Garcia knocked Shibata off the ring apron. When he teased the save, Zack Sabre Jr. gave Cassidy an uppercut at ringside. We go to commercial break. We're back from break. Shibata and Zack Sabre were battling. Garcia tagged in. We got all four guys in there doing their shit. Garcia applied a lion tamer in the middle of the ring on Shibata. Shibata reversed it. Zack Sabre broke it up. Shibata no-solo Garcia clothesline and then applied a sleeper. Shibata kicked a charging Zack Sabre Jr. Cassidy misfired and hit Shibata with the orange punch accidentally when Garcia ducked, and Garcia then stack covered Shibata for the win. So, we got this match happening, Jesse. Fatal 4-way at Forbidden Door for the International Championship. I didn't really care about this match. Orange Cassidy's been a tremendous champion. I don't really feel any emotional investment in Shibata. I know he's got a great story and a hell of a comeback story. Don't really care for this version of Daniel Garcia. I certainly appreciate and love Zack Sabre on what he can do in the ring, but I got to be honest with you, man. I find that style to be incredibly sleep-inducing and boring. It's not my cup of coffee. I will say.
Gotta agree. I kind of feel the same here, man.
Now, the Fatal 4-way should come off better than the tag team match did because I just feel like it's going to be a little bit more chaotic and a little bit more sense of urgency. But, I mean, I can't get involved with these guys that I don't really know and don't really see on my television. And then the styles, bro, like you agree, I can't get into it.
Yeah, and that's going to be the uphill battle. I think going forward for Forbidden Door 3, to help plant seeds and to get some form of a story or interest, I think they need to plan a little bit more of the storyline seeds to go in before a week before Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Promo packages on these guys. We don't know who Punk is facing. We don't know. We know Punk. We don't know who this guy is facing. So it's going to make us look at this like, why is Punk being wasted on this guy? And that might not be the case. This guy might be extremely fucking talented. We just don't know. You know? And someone, and let me scroll up because I like giving credit where credit is due. Media One Software says, how are the Elite and Punk going to be in the same goddamn venue at Forbidden Door if they can't be in the same venue in Chicago?
I don't know. It's a good point.
If they can be in the same venue at Forbidden Door, then they should be able to do it 3-4 days before Forbidden Door.
It's crazy.
That part I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I mean that's a very good point. And I thought I saw something else here too that kind of made sense. Oh, here we go. Why is CM Punk in the Owen Hart tournament? And before you answer, is he a champion or not? The red bag, is Punk still a champion or not? Because he's in this tournament, it makes him a champion in the tournament. Is Punk a champion or not? And if so, why is he in this tournament?
Bro, I don't think Punk, I already told you this. I don't think Punk is winning the tournament.
Why is he?
Way too obvious.
Why was he in the tournament? And I think they need to address this red bag situation.
They're going to address the red bag. CM Punk did not bring the red bag out to television, and then he's just going to fucking forget it like Vince McMahon's got Alzheimer's.
He forgot it by the end of the show. He never brought it back out by the end of that same show.
I mean, I'm not going to look at that as a big deal.
Not a big deal. I just wanted to address, is he a champion or not? Because he's in this tournament to win it. Do we have a champion in the tournament or not?
Well, according to MJF, he's not a champion.
Not a champion. Okay. I just want to know. Because he says he is, because he wasn't beat for it, and he got a red bag. Was Larry in that fucking bag?
No.
Are you sure Larry was in that bag?
Oh, Larry should be in your lap, realistically.
That dog
being petted and loved and caressed.
He needs to be in a bag.
He needs to be treated with love and care. That handsome man.
Was Ace Steel in the bag? What was in the bag?
Kenny Omega's fucking skin that was ripped off by Ace Steel's bite at the scrum. That's what was in the bag. I don't know. The Young Bucks balls were in the bag. I don't know. What was in the bag?
What was in the bag?
It's like what was in Eric Rowan's fucking cage all those months, and it was revealed to be a fucking obviously fake spider. And ridiculous robotic spider.
I'm like,
wow, man, I'm so terrified.
I'm like Brad Pitt over here. What's in the box? What's
Every
in
week.
the fucking box?
Oh, that's what they're watching for, pal. What's in the box?
They fucked Rowan on that one, man. Big time.
Fucking so garbage. Anyway, Will Osprey, he was there tonight. And Alex Marvez ran over trying to interview him. And he was getting his stuff out of the SUV as he was, I guess, just entering the building. He says he's used to performing in civilized countries like Japan and England, not places like Canada. Don Callis walked in and said Omega's been inciting his fan base to violence, so he needs protection from those Canadians. Callis says he has his own military-grade private security, and he'll make them available to him in Toronto. Osprey asks, what's in it for Callis? Callis says he just wants to see a fair fight. Sure you do, Don. Sure you do, man. And Tony Storm is knocking on my door in about fucking 30 minutes.
With Rock Hard?
Now, without Rock Hard.
Without Rock Hard. Okay.
Without Rock Hard.
Gotcha.
Give me a break. I love Don Callis. I'm looking forward to that match. I think it's going to be great. Chris Statlander. She went one-on-one with Taya Valkyrie. This was a TBS championship match. Normally, man, I would sit here and say, to the TBS title, man. But Statlander, A, putting in work. B, I thought they worked very well together. And the TBS title hasn't seen this level of work in probably, how long did Jade hold that title? 60 wins? 60 wins, man. 500-something days. That title hasn't seen this work rate in 500-some-odd days, bro.
Yeah. I want to talk about Taya Valkyrie for a second. Everybody knows how I feel about Stat. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Stat. If you don't know, Stat is bae.
Yeah.
Stat is my girl.
Yeah.
She is champion and should be, and the world is a better place as long as that is the case. So put that aside for a second. Taya Valkyrie is not doing it for me. And it feels like that should not be because she is so talented. I think she needs to be more heel. You know, now I know she's heel right now. She's coming off as heel right now. But I think that if Taya could become, I'm just going to put it, I think if she becomes a little bit more of a bitch in character and on mic, I think she could get much more over because she has it. She has the experience, she has the work rate, and she has the demeanor because the crowd is not, the crowd was not attaching to her as a babyface. So yeah, this has been like a little bit of a soft heel run. I think she should just go all fucking out and be the biggest bitch. And I think that would be fantastic for her gimmick and the division, man. I think that would be great.
Yeah, listen, Taya, I'm going to agree with you there. This was the best I think Taya's looked in AEW so far with this match. I never saw the big deal in Taya. Now, granted, I don't watch Impact, so all I did was hear about how great she was for that women's division. She's a fine wrestler. She's a very good wrestler. I don't get the hype. Again, some people I just do get the hype for, and some people I don't get the hype for. Taya is one of those women that I don't get the hype for. I was not big into her on the indies. I was big into her in Lucha Underground when she worked alongside her husband. That's when she was good. She worked fucking great in Lucha Underground. When she made it to Impact, I didn't care. When she got brought into WWE, I didn't really look at it as a big signing. I didn't like the gimmick on top of that. Now she's in AEW, and I don't really see what, we know of from her Impact reign as women's champ. We're not seeing that. So it's in comparison coming off to me as what the fuck is so special here?
Yes.
That's what we need. If you bring her in that caliber of talent, yes, she's older, but if she's still capable of that, then why aren't we getting that?
Yeah. I think the easy way of putting it is she needs a bigger storyline. Yeah. A bigger arc. Give her a bigger storyline. Have it involve her being a complete heel, not just this, you got a title match after I lost my title match, so I'm mad at you for winning your title match when I lost mine. No. She needs to come out in street clothes. She needs to come out and tell us how pissed off she is and give us a good reason as to why, who she's pissed off at, and then let that be known. Let a week or two go by and have Taya come out and fuck up some shit in a title match or some shit like that. She just needs to be a darker heel. Yeah. Why? Because she can do it. And I've seen her do it in Lucha Underground. But like you said, since Lucha Underground and everything in between up until right now, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, Chris Copeland in the chat says his first experience with her was in NXT, ... And then he says, oof. Yeah, that's also a thing. If you first saw her in NXT, you are not going to see anything remotely special about her at all. So, yeah. This was a fine match. I thought this was her best match in AEW so far. This was a very good match for Statlander as well. Both ladies, after a commercial break, connected with some big kicks, doubled down. Statlander fought back with a running corner knee, spinning fisherman driver for a 2. Valkyrie countered Statlander's finish with a double arm underhook driver for a 2. Statlander avoided a curb stomp with a huge spear. Statlander then missed a clothesline, and Valkyrie hit a spear of her own, which did not look very good. And then she followed with a sliding German, the Nakamura sliding German, as the opponent hangs on the ropes. Also did not look good, looked very weak. Valkyrie went up top. Statlander cut her off with a superplex. And she connected with what she calls Wednesday Night Fever, the former Big Bang Theory 1, 2, 3, and that was the victory for Chris Statlander. Good stuff.
Can we get Big Bang Theory back? I like that.
Well, it doesn't fit the whole outer space alien extraterrestrial thing.
She still got alien shit tattooed on her shoulder.
Well, maybe she's a fan of aliens.
So Big Bang Theory.
It's copyrighted, bro. It's a show on TBS that prefaces Dynamite every Wednesday.
Damn you. Wednesday Night Fever. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
And finally, there was no main event match, but it was a main event segment. Eddie Kingston's out there, and he comes on out, and he says that he can't stand Claudio, and that takes precedent over his lack of respect for the Bucks. Moxley walked out. Eddie and Moxley yapped at each other for a little bit. Eddie revealed Tomohiro Ishii is his partner. He walked out. This was a snooze fest for me. I don't really care about Ishii either. That was the most anticlimactic announcement. Yeah, Tomohiro Ishii is our partner. I'm like, nobody better?
Woo.
Nobody else better there, huh? He walked out. The entire Blackpool Combat Club attacked Kingston, middle of the ring, and then they ganged up on Ishii. Danielson grabbed the microphone and asked, Okada, where are you? He says he's not coming out. Okada then came out and faced off with Danielson. Excalibur called it a dream match for the ages, which it will be. Yuta attacked Okada from behind. Danielson threw a running knee towards Okada, but Okada broke from Wheeler's grip, so Danielson kneed Wheeler. Fans were cheering, going crazy here. Danielson ducked a Rainmaker and slid to ringside, and the Rainmaker, you weren't going to get that connected on this night because that's being saved for Sunday. It's the Rainmaker versus the Busaiku knee. Who's going to hit it? Love it. That's the way Dynamite went off the air. Okada gave Yuta a Rainmaker instead as Danielson looked on from the ramp as Dynamite came to a close for the Forbidden Door go-home show. I thought this was a decent show, Jesse. Clearly, it wasn't better than last week's show. I think there's... it comes to a point where there's too much going on with AEW. So it's going to be very interesting to see when AEW gets through this week and we go into next Wednesday and we start building towards All In, how different AEW television feels and how it's not so congested with New Japan talent and rushed to make matches for Forbidden Door and things happening here and things happening over there. Right now, it feels a little chaotic, but I think that shines through. The great wrestling that we're going to get on Sunday shines through all the chaos because the level of these matches that Tony Khan is putting on, man, some of these matches, I mean, this is legitimate fucking, people have dreamt of this shit in fucking fantasy, in fucking realms of the IWC, which you couldn't believe, man. We're getting some of this shit coming to fruition, coming true on Sunday night. And I think all that eventually shines through all the chaos.
Yeah, you know, there's only so much you can get, you know, for a go-home show. I want to call this a go-home week, I guess, because looks like they just flew everyone from New Japan into the States at one time. And now they're going to flood these 3 shows, you know, leading into the pay-per-view. And like you said, it is a lot in a short amount of time for us to consume, to absorb, and to get invested in all in 1 week. And it's just not going to happen that way. But here's the thing. And that's the thing about Forbidden Door. The Forbidden Door pay-per-view sells itself. We don't need storylines for every last single match. It is like an all-star game. You know, it is to the sense of we just want to see the dream matches. Now, that being said, we have some story in some matches. we can't get it all like that because of the, you know, the contracts, the parameter, the locations, the difference, and all that shit. So I think what we get will be fine. I think if we can get some more build, you know, with more than a week to go, it will flow a lot better for some people. For me, I don't give a shit though.
No, I'm not going to be bothered with that. I mean, if you're arguing about no story on Twitter, I mean, you have clearly no friends in life, and you're a complete jack-off. So I'm not hearing any of that. I'm enjoying Sunday night. I can't wait for Okada Danielson. I can't wait for Osprey Omega. I can't wait for MJF Tanahashi. It should be a fucking absolute fantastic show on Sunday night. And Tony Khan has outdone himself with just those 3 matches alone. So looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the super chats, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. I appreciate you all very much for stopping by. Please make sure you check out my sponsor for tonight's show, Z-Biotics. Your first drink of the night for a better tomorrow, Z-Biotics. Engineered by a team of PhD microbiologists. Z-Biotics is a probiotic drink that breaks down the byproduct of alcohol, which is responsible for rough mornings after drinking. You guys are going to go out there and you are going to use my code to get yourself some Z-Biotics, man. Give Z-Biotics a try for yourself. ZBiotics.com/script to get 15% off your first order when you use script at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with 100% money back guarantee. So if you are unsatisfied for any reason with their product, they are going to refund you your money, no questions asked. Make sure you guys go and check them out. And I appreciate them sponsoring tonight's show right here on Off the Script. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. And go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. Plenty of it. And please hit that thumbs up. Can't forget about that. We got 781 likes. I'd love if we could get another 100 at least. Maybe. If you guys enjoy mustard on your hot dogs, I'd love for you to hit that thumbs up.
How about 1,000?
1,000 likes would be great. That's the
How
goal
about
always.
1,000?
I mean, were
What are
you
we
not
doing here?
were you not entertained tonight?
1,600 people.
Yeah.
Almost 1,000 of you found it to be too hard to hit a thumbs up.
I don't know, man.
I gave you an epic rant to start this show, which I'm sure will get clipped at some point, but for the thumbs up, let's go.
Anyway, let's get into these super chats. Joseph Taylor with a $5 super chat. JD, the match you're looking forward to at Forbidden Door. Me, Kenny Omega versus Will Osprey. Danielson versus Okada will steal the show. Danielson versus Okada, Joseph. That's what I'm looking forward to. Same thing for Jesse.
I am. Everybody's looking forward to Danielson versus Okada, man. It's probably gonna main event. I'll be honest. I don't know why it would main event over Kenny and Osprey because it's for a title. But whatever. Either way, I don't look. That's literally splitting hairs. Who gives a shit? Just give me the matches right here in my fucking vein, bro. Just
Sinister Classic with a 9 months. What if AEW did a throwback to Shawn versus Razor, MJF versus CM Punk, Triple B versus Original? Hope you guys and everyone in the OTS Nation are doing well. Didn't they do that with Sammy and Cody, though?
ooh, I was busy. What happened?
Sinister Classic asked if they possibly could do a throwback to Shawn versus Razor WrestleMania 10 with MJF and CM Punk, Triple B versus the Original. Didn't they do that with Cody and Sammy, though, for the TNT title? Remember when Cody went out for 3 weeks because he had COVID?
Maybe, but that was. Oh, you talking about here? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking Sammy Zayn. Okay,
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, I think they did. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember too much of the match, but I think you're right. I do remember that premise being brought up. Yeah.
You don't remember Sammy Guevara doing that huge cutter off the top rope, off the top of the ladder?
Yeah, I do, but I don't remember the whole match being an homage to the original one.
Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. Tonight was a good go-home show for Forbidden Door. Michelle, we have a go-home week. Never mind a go-home show.
Yeah, really.
Tony Brown with a $4.99. He says Chris looks delicious. JD and Jesse. Yeah, she was not wearing the black leather pants tonight. She was wearing the stat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually prefer her in the leather pants, to be quite honest with you.
I don't care what stat was, bro. That's my girl.
Tony Brown, thank you, brother. Jonathan Bordeaux with the $2 super chat. What I miss? Busy watching Mario RPG trailer. Yes, I'm fucking super excited for Super Mario RPG being remastered, bro, for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
Love it. My favorite Mario game of all time. JP51. What?
Never played it. Mario
It's
RPG.
highly recommend, yeah.
All right.
JP5150 with 33 months. Holy shit. Forbidden Door 2 will probably go down in history as AEW's best show thus far. Bryan versus Okada main event, level to the 100th power. Hashtag real talk. It may go down. I know last year's was one of AEW's best shows ever, so I can't see how this one, with this match and the rest of the matches that we're excited about happening this Sunday, can't beat last year's show. Dom Wapo, new membership. Thank you, Dom Wapo. Nick Williams, thank you again for the 2 100 bombs, brother. Hopefully you are enjoying Final Fantasy 16. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. Jesse, question for you. Tupac or Biggie Smalls, who do you like more?
Oh, okay. Personally?
Yeah.
All right, then I can answer that. And before I do, it's not a slight on the other. To answer your question, one has to be picked. I personally would probably listen to some Biggie first, because I have to pick one. Right? I don't not listen to Pac. Okay.
Yeah. Spirit of the Wolf, $5 super chat. Welcome back in the venue, brother. It's been a hot minute, but I'm back, baby. Thank you to all in the chat, and then he becomes a member in the venue.
Spirit of the Wolf, man. Welcome
Thank
back.
you, brother. Ballin, MGM Ballin, thank you again for your generosity, man, with a $100 bomb tonight. Joseph Gonzalez with a $199. Jesse does better promos than most wrestlers today. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I get so just triggered by stupidity. I think I'm allergic to stupidity. Yeah.
Tyler Cravens with a new membership. Thank you, bro. What the fuck are you drinking tonight, Tyler? Zero Kaiba with 14 months. Jesse, the same thing you are going through with Punk fans, JD is experiencing with Cody fans. We are happy to have you.
Happy to be here, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, you know, these people don't really like to hear the truth because it attacks. They feel like their interests and their likes are being attacked. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't write the fucking show. The shit sucks. Just like like everybody last night, Jesse, was complaining Dana Brooke got booed out of the NXT arena last night because she wrestled Cora Jade on NXT. And everybody's like, oh, Dana Brooke, how could these fans disrespect her, blah, blah, blah. She sucks.
It sucks. That's why.
What don't you understand?
It sucks.
Why was she booed? She sucks.
She sucks. Going back to my issue, I don't know what people want from me. Do you want me to say the stuff that you want to hear? Or do you want me to say what I believe? I'm just gonna tell you what I believe, how I feel about it. If you want me to lie and make up some bullshit to make your ears feel better as I speak, I can do that. But that's just spewing bullshit. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Sorry.
Zero Kaiba, thank you, brother. Master IC Victory with a $5 super chat. First time in the venue for a super chat. It's not that we don't appreciate the WWE. It's just that AEW is masterclassing this thing called sports entertainment. Wow. Hey, listen, Master, it's AEW's week. It's not WWE's week. Right now, WWE outside the bloodline is cold. They'll gain some traction going into Money in the Bank. Colin Hutton with a 21 months. JD, I just got 2 floor seats in the 8th row for $110 for Collision this Saturday. AEW tickets clearly are not doing well.
Front row? Wow.
Bro, that Toronto show is selling very well after the dismal number of 800 was floating around a couple of weeks ago on Twitter. They're up to like 5,000 now, man, so whatever. Maybe Tony Khan priced them too high, man. I have no idea.
Wait, 5,000 sold for the show?
In Toronto, yeah.
My God, how big is the venue?
I don't know. Bro, they had like 800, 900 sold.
That was it?
That was it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Not doing
weird.
good over there, man.
Wow.
That's just Toronto, though.
Toronto's awesome. As far
I
as
know, but
wrestling goes.
it's summertime, man.
Yeah, it's true, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm finding myself to get into a lot of things to deal with this summer.
Jesse already told me that he's not going to be here every Saturday. Neither am I.
No, man.
So I talked to Solomon, so he's not going to be here every Saturday, and it's just the way it's going to be.
It's the summer, man. I like hanging out with my friends and my kids and shit.
Yep.
Maybe it might be those taped shows. Maybe if I got something else going on, I might just,
Yeah, same. Nick Williams, thank you again, brother. Mohammed with a $5 super chat. JD, what do you think of Eddie Kingston being the one to dethrone MJF in the future? Negative, Mohammed. No. I don't think that's the case at all. A feud for sure, but a win over MJF to win the title, no. Cisco with 13 months. So the billionaire and his stepson were both losing oxygen, but only one was enjoying it. LOL.
Oh my God.
Well, we don't know if she legitimately sat on him, bro. And by the picture that I saw on Twitter, he would be a very lucky guy if that was the case.
Oh, was that a Sidra? Where is Sidra?
Zachary with new memberships. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Omega Kong with a 5. Jesse, you are awesome. Now, if real Chicagoans don't eat deep dish, how or where deep dish pizza? Where did deep dish pizza come from? If Chicago people don't eat deep dish, where did it come from?
I didn't say it didn't come from here. Said we don't eat this shit. Now,
I guess who introduced deep dish to Chicago then? If they don't eat it,
now, deep dish was created here in Chicago.
Some asshole created.
We get tired of it, dude. No, I mean, go to Giordano's. If you're from Chicago in this chat, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go to Giordano's and find somebody there from Chicago. Good luck with that. We don't eat that. That's for tourists, dude. That's like say I'm gonna go to New York and I want to go to Times Square and see Times Square and get the full New York experience. I'm sure a real New Yorker would say, "Don't go to fucking Times Square to enjoy it. I'll show you where to go to enjoy the real New York."
That's where I had to go when I went there for the first time. Giordano's, or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what am I eating here, man? I'm eating fucking a heart attack on a plate.
Basically, yeah, man. You can't eat that shit around. I mean, come on.
Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, Zachary, appreciate you. Omega Kong, thank you, brother. Darius Moore with 22 months. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. What the fuck are you drinking tonight?
Okay, hold up 1 sec. Perfect example here. Okay. If I go to New York and visit you, all right?
Yeah.
And then I say, hey, I'm at your house. We're chilling. We're hanging out, having some brews. Like, hey, order a fucking pizza, man. I'm hungry. And forget the little back and forth we have about pizza. If I just say, hey, order a pizza, we're hungry. And you're like, yeah, man, sure, I'll get on. You'll get on the phone and you'll order the style of pizza that common New Yorkers will order. Now, if you come to a Chicagoan's house and say, hey, I'm hungry, want some pizza, order some pizza. And they say, okay, they pick up the phone and dial pizza and it gets delivered. Nobody is gonna have a deep dish pizza show up to their fucking house. It is just not the common pizza people order. Now, once in a while, we say, hey, we should get a deep dish pizza this time. Oh, okay, maybe I feel like a deep dish pizza once in a year. But it's not the common pizza. It's not like, oh, we're from Chicago, we only order deep dish pizza. That's not what we do here, okay? We eat thin crust pizza.
There you go. Darius, thank you, brother. Stallion Productions with a $4.99. What about Wardlow joining the Bullet Club? Wardlow Starks, White, Guns, and Juice. Wardlow snaps. I mean, something needs to happen with him. I just don't know what that is. I don't think so, Stallions. I think Wardlow should be WWE bound. That's what I think is the best remedy for him.
I agree.
And Edward Liu with 22 months. Now that Danielson versus Okada is happening Sunday, what is the next dream match you want to see? I'd love to see MJ versus Kenny Omega. That's what I want to see. I think that'd be fantastic.
This would be around the end of MJF's feud, right around there.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm about to get the fuck out of here, man. I am exhausted. I want to play a little Destiny before I go to bed, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Follow Jesse on Twitter at ChyTownSmart and on YouTube. He'll be live on YouTube with Impact and his review tomorrow. Go check out TNT Episode 2 with Andrew Baydala and myself from last night. I'll see you guys with Extra tomorrow. We got some news tomorrow and on Friday, and I'll be busy all week. Friday, SmackDown Live. Saturday, Collision Live. And then Sunday, Forbidden Door Live. It's going to be crazy. And check out Z-Biotics, man. ZBiotics.com/script. 15% off. Go get your probiotics. And make sure that morning after is good to go, bro. Z-Biotics, I appreciate them for sponsoring the show tonight. And hit that thumbs up on the way out, man. I'll see you guys in the sub boxes tomorrow. And I'll see you live right back here on Friday night for SmackDown, right here on OTS. I'll see you guys later. We're good, bro.